God says, "My child, someone close to your soulmate is dying but hiding it from you, and though you cannot see it with your eyes, your spirit already knows." You have been feeling strange lately, a heaviness in your chest, sudden waves of sadness, moments where your eyes filled with tears for no clear reason. You thought it was your own pain returning, but no, my beloved, it was your soul responding to another soul in silent agony. There is someone very dear to your soulmate, a person who has loved them, protected them, or shaped their life in some deep way, and that person's body has grown weak. They have been carrying their suffering quietly, not wanting to burden anyone. They smile when others are near, they pretend to be strong, but I, your God, have seen the trembling behind their laughter. I have watched their nights of prayer, whispering, "Just a little more time, Lord. Let me not be a reason for anyone's sorrow." Your soulmate knows something is wrong, my child. Their spirit is restless. They feel the shadow of loss drawing near, but fear holds their tongue. They cannot speak to you about it, not because they don't trust you, but because they don't want their pain to bring you down. They are afraid that if they say the words out loud, the truth will become too real. So they hide behind silence, pretending to be busy, distant, or cold, but inside, they are breaking. You see, when two souls are destined, their hearts are bound by threads that even distance or silence cannot destroy. When one weeps in secret, the other feels it like a whisper through the wind. That's why you have been waking up at odd hours, sensing something, hearing echoes of emotions that are not yours. It is not imagination, my child, it is divine connection. You are feeling what your soulmate cannot say. The person who is ill has always had a powerful influence over your soulmate, perhaps a parent, a grandparent, or someone they grew up with. This person was like an anchor in their life. They taught them how to love, how to hope, how to forgive. Losing them feels unbearable. And though your soulmate hides their pain from you, heaven has allowed your spirit to sense it, because your prayers carry healing power that can reach them even from afar. You have been chosen, my child, as a vessel of compassion in this moment. You may not understand why this truth is coming to you now, but your soul is being called to stand in prayer, not with fear, but with faith. When I reveal such things to you, it is never to frighten you. It is to prepare your heart for a divine purpose. Sometimes, before a great reunion, there must be a great awakening. This sickness, this hidden pain, is not only about death or loss. It is about truth, love, and redemption. It is about souls learning how fragile time really is, and how important it is to forgive, to reach out, to cherish one another while there is still breath to speak. Your soulmate has been distant because they are wrestling with guilt. They wanted to tell you but didn't know how. They think you would not understand, that you would see it as betrayal or distraction. But what they don't realize is that your heart already knows. You have loved them not just with emotion, but with divine intuition. You can feel their suffering even when you don't see their face. So now, I, your God, am telling you, do not let your heart grow bitter in this silence. This is not rejection, it is grief. When your soulmate seems lost or unreachable, they are actually crying inside. When they ignore your messages, it is not indifference, it is fear. They are trying to protect you from a pain they do not yet know how to name. But my child, you were born to bring light where others hide darkness. You were chosen to pray for what others conceal. When you whisper their name tonight in prayer, your voice will reach that sick person's spirit like a soft healing wind. They may not know where the comfort comes from, but heaven will know. I am watching this soul who is ill. Their time is written in my book, and every breath they take is counted with care. Whether they stay or go, their story will serve divine purpose. For through their suffering, hearts are awakening. Old wounds are being cleansed, forgiveness is flowing where silence once lived. You will soon notice signs, my child, small but sacred ones. Perhaps you will see your soulmate post something sorrowful without words. Or you will hear their name whispered in a dream, followed by a wave of emotion. You might see their picture and feel tears for no reason. That is not weakness. That is the divine thread of empathy connecting you to the hidden pain in their world. Do not ignore it. Do not run from it. Instead, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, God, I send light where there is fear, and healing where there is pain. May your will bring peace to all hearts connected in this moment. When you speak these words, heaven moves. Angels descend like gentle rain over your soulmate's home. The sick person feels warmth. The soulmate feels calm. And you, though far away, will feel peace flowing through your own chest, like a quiet assurance that you are fulfilling a higher calling. This is not just about two people, my child. It is about the healing of many generations. The person who is sick carries stories, memories, and energy that shaped your soulmate's destiny. Their healing, their peace, or their passing, whichever path I choose, will open a doorway for your soulmate to finally face the truth they have long hidden, both from themselves and from you. You are a part of this divine story. Your presence is not accidental. I placed you in their life for reasons deeper than love, to be a light during their dark night. So now, my beloved, be still. Don't chase answers. Don't demand explanations. Just pray. Speak healing into the unseen. Because soon, what is hidden will be revealed. The truth will find its way to you, gently but unmistakably. And when it does, your soul will understand why you had to feel what you felt. Your compassion will be remembered in heaven. The one who is sick will be touched by grace. And your soulmate, though broken, will one day look toward you not with guilt, but with gratitude. Because while the world didn't know, you did. You felt. You prayed. You stood in love even when you didn't know what you were standing for. That is faith, my child. And that faith is rewriting destiny. God says, my child, I know your heart has been restless. You have been feeling waves of emotion that don't belong to you, tears that rise for no clear reason. That is because your soulmate's heart is trembling beneath a weight too heavy to carry. They are in the middle of a storm they cannot speak of. They want to tell you the truth, but fear has woven a wall around their words. There is someone they love dearly who is fading quietly, a person who once held them when they were broken, someone who knew their laughter before the world changed them. This person is their home, their memory, their safety. Watching them grow weaker each day is tearing your soulmate apart. And yet, they smile for the world, pretending they are fine. They think silence will protect you. They think that if they don't speak, they can hold on to a fragile peace. But in their silence, they are crumbling. Their nights are long and heavy with prayer. They cry quietly, whispering my name, asking me to spare the one they love. They don't know that you, my child, have been answering that prayer unknowingly. Your soul has been sending light into their darkness. Your compassion has been covering them like a blanket, even from afar. You see, when I bind two hearts in divine purpose, their spirits feel what the other hides. That is why you feel the sudden ache in your chest, the sharp pull of sadness in your dreams. It is not illusion, it is connection. I have allowed you to sense what your soulmate cannot voice, because you are part of their healing. They remember you, my child. In the quiet hours of night, when the sick person sleeps and the room smells faintly of medicine and tears, they think of you. They remember your laughter, your patience, the way your love made them feel safe. They scroll through old messages, reread your words, and then put the phone down because their eyes are too wet to see. They whisper your name into the pillow, asking me to keep you safe, to forgive their distance. Their guilt is heavy. They think they've failed you, that they've disappointed you by disappearing. But I tell you now, my beloved, this distance was never about rejection. It was about sorrow too deep to explain. Your soulmate is not avoiding you, they are trying to protect you from their storm. Sometimes, when two souls are connected, one must walk through pain so the other can learn to love without needing constant proof. This is that season. Your soulmate is learning what unconditional love means, the kind of love that still prays even when communication stops, the kind of love that still believes even when the world seems silent. My child, they have cried enough in secret. They sit in their car, staring at nothing, fighting tears. They act strong in front of family but fall apart behind closed doors. They say they're fine to friends, but they are not fine. They are breaking slowly, praying desperately, and missing you quietly. They know that if they told you the truth, that someone close to them is dying, it would bring back your own past pain. You've been through loss before, and they can't bear to see you relive it. So they carry it alone. But in doing so, they have forgotten that love was meant to be shared, even in pain. And so I come to you now, my child, because you have the heart to carry what they cannot say. You have the strength to pray when they are too weary to speak. Every tear you've shed without knowing why has watered the roots of a miracle I am preparing. For your prayers are creating ripples in unseen places. The sick one, the person whose name will soon be revealed, feels sudden moments of peace. Sometimes, when pain overwhelms them, they feel a warmth around their chest. That warmth is your light, my child. It travels through the heart of your soulmate and reaches the one who suffers. Heaven weaves it together, and angels carry it to where it is needed most. Do you see now why your compassion matters? You are not weak for feeling so deeply. You are strong because you carry heaven's tenderness within you. Your soulmate, too, will soon reach the edge of their silence. The pain will grow too heavy to hide. They will need comfort, but they won't know how to ask. And in that moment, I will move your heart to speak softly, not to question or accuse, but to remind them that love never left. That you are still here, patient, understanding, guided by me. For now, let them grieve. Let them sit with their sorrow. When you sense their tears, pray instead of wondering. Whisper their name into the light. Speak peace over them. For every prayer you send rises to heaven like incense and returns as quiet strength in their soul. My child, this sickness that shadows their life is awakening something holy. It is teaching your soulmate to stop running from love. It is reminding them that life is fragile, that hearts cannot wait forever, that truth must be spoken while breath remains. Soon, their heart will soften completely. The walls they built will start to crumble, and they will remember who you are. Not just a memory, but a divine companion sent to walk with them through light and darkness. And you, though your heart aches now, are being shaped into something sacred. You are learning to love without demanding, to care without control, to feel another's pain and turn it into prayer. This is the highest form of love, my child, the love that mirrors heaven. So tonight, when the air feels heavy, close your eyes and whisper, God, I send love into my soulmate's sorrow. May their tears become healing water. May the one who is sick feel your peace. And may truth rise like dawn. When you do this, heaven will move. I will surround them with light. I will send angels into their room. I will let them feel you near, not in body, but in spirit. Because the distance between you was never distance at all. It was preparation. And soon, my beloved, the truth they've been hiding will find its way to your heart, not through shock, but through grace. God says, my child, the air around your soul has been heavy because truth is trying to rise through silence. I know you have wondered, why do I feel this sadness? Why does my spirit ache as if it carries someone else's burden? It is because you are carrying love that refuses to turn away from pain. Your soulmate has been living between two worlds, the one where they smile and act strong, and the hidden one where they tremble. The person who is ill has been part of their story since the beginning. This illness has shaken their foundation, it has forced them to face everything they buried inside: guilt, unspoken love, regret, fear. They do not realize yet that this sickness was not sent as punishment, but as divine awakening. It is a mirror I placed before them so they would see what truly matters. Through this suffering, I am teaching them to value the people who truly love them, to understand the difference between temporary comfort and eternal connection. And you, my beloved child, have been chosen to hold light through this darkness. The pain you feel is not yours to keep, it is yours to transform. You were never meant to sink under it. You were meant to stand as a quiet healer in spirit, to breathe peace into what others try to hide. The truth that weighs on your soulmate is heavier than they can carry alone. They walk around pretending to be calm, but every breath is a prayer that goes unheard by those around them. They ask me, Lord, what will I do if I lose them? How can I face life again? I hear them. I have counted every tear that fell into their hands. They think they are protecting you by keeping silent, but that silence is slowly breaking them. It is teaching them what love without truth costs. They are realizing that when they pushed you away, they also pushed away the one soul who could have held their pain without judgment. My child, I know you feel confused. You sense that something deeper is happening, but the lack of clarity hurts. I see how you look toward your phone, wondering if they will reach out, how your heart jumps when their name appears and sinks when it doesn't. But I tell you now, this is not rejection, this is divine timing at work. There are lessons hidden in silence. Sometimes, love must walk through shadows so it can see its own reflection in the dark. This sickness has become a sacred mirror. It is showing your soulmate the emptiness of pride, the fragility of life, and the value of truth. They are learning that secrets create distance not just between people, but between souls and heaven itself. They will come to understand that hiding pain only deepens it. That true love does not demand perfection, it simply wants honesty. My child, I know you wish to know who this sick person is. The name is close to being revealed, but I ask you to be patient. When the moment comes, you will not need confirmation from others, your heart will recognize it instantly. You will feel a strange stillness in your spirit, followed by peace. That peace will be my voice whispering, now you know. Until then, trust the process. Trust that every tear, every sleepless night, every strange ache in your heart is leading you toward divine understanding. The weight of unspoken truth is beginning to shift. I am working in your soulmate's heart even as you read these words. They are starting to remember the warmth of your presence, the safety of your love. They look at the sick one and think of you, how you would have comforted them, how your gentle words could have brought calm. This reflection is softening their spirit. It is guiding them back toward truth. They are beginning to see that hiding from you only increases their pain. Soon, my beloved, their soul will break open like a seed in the rain, and from that breaking, truth will bloom. And you, the one who has loved in silence, are being refined through this waiting. You are learning the language of heaven, patience, compassion, faith. These are not punishments. They are gifts I place in your hands so you can walk with strength when others tremble. When your soulmate finally speaks, they will come not with excuses but with tears. They will confess how much they wanted to tell you, how they feared you would turn away, how your presence has been the only calm in their storm. And when they speak, you will feel my presence between you, wrapping both hearts in light. Do not fear what is coming, my child. Truth never destroys what is divine, it only removes what was false. When this truth emerges, it will not shatter your bond, it will cleanse it. So tonight, when your heart aches, lay it before me. Say softly, God, I surrender what I do not understand. Turn every hidden pain into light. Heal what is breaking in silence. I will hear you. I will move through your words. And as I move, peace will begin to settle. Remember this, love that survives silence becomes sacred. Pain that turns into prayer becomes power. You and your soulmate are being prepared for a new chapter, one written not in secrets, but in truth. Soon, you will see signs, a message sent at midnight, a dream where you hear a familiar voice, a sudden memory that feels alive again. These are not coincidences, they are the soul's way of whispering, truth is near. And when it comes, my child, do not meet it with fear. Meet it with grace. Because what I am revealing is not the end, it is the beginning of healing. Your patience is birthing peace. Your silence is birthing strength. And your love, quiet, steady, unconditional, is awakening redemption in another heart. You are not waiting in vain. Heaven is rewriting your story, line by line, through this very pain. God says, "My child, the moment you have been sensing in your spirit is drawing near. The air has begun to shift, what was hidden is coming into light. For days now, your heart has been fluttering without reason, your mind pulled toward memories you thought were over. That is the sign, my beloved, heaven is opening a curtain. The truth that was buried beneath silence is now ready to rise. Your soulmate has been sitting with it, trembling, holding back tears. They have watched this person, the one who is ill, grow weaker. Each day they tell themselves, tomorrow I will speak. But tomorrow keeps slipping away. Their silence is no longer protection, it has become pain. They are tired, my child. Tired of pretending to be strong, tired of carrying secrets. Their heart has been whispering your name in prayer. They long to tell you what is happening, but they fear your reaction. They don't want pity or blame, they just want understanding. They want to feel your calm voice, the one that used to make them believe that everything would be all right. You see, truth always finds a way to breathe. It may be buried under fear, but love gives it air. I have been softening their heart little by little, through memories, through dreams, through moments when your image flashes before their mind. Each time they think of you, peace touches their chest. That is my spirit reminding them where safety lives. And now, the illness that once frightened them into silence has become the reason they will speak. For when a soul faces loss, all masks fall away. Pride melts, ego fades, and only love remains. Soon, my child, you will hear a name. Maybe it will come through a message, maybe through a friend, maybe even through a dream. When you hear it, your soul will pause. A stillness will spread through you, and you will know, this is the one. It may be someone you have met once in the past, someone whose face you remember faintly, someone who was part of your soulmate's world before distance grew. When the name comes, don't let fear take hold. Instead, take a deep breath and say, God, I understand. Bring peace to them all. Because what I am revealing is not meant to break you, but to free you. Your soulmate has been hiding this truth not out of betrayal, but because of love twisted by fear. They didn't want you to worry, didn't want to reopen your old wounds. But in keeping silent, they only deepened their own. Their guilt has been heavy, their prayers have been desperate. And I, your God, have heard them. When you hear the name, my beloved, I want you to remember everything I've told you. Don't let anger take root. Instead, let compassion flow. For your empathy will become the bridge that heals what pain has divided. This person, the one who is sick, carries a role in both your lives. Through them, lessons of forgiveness, humility, and love are being written. Their suffering is not meaningless, it is the thread I'm using to weave two hearts back toward truth. You may ask, God, why did you allow this? Why pain at all? And I say to you, my child, pain is not my punishment. It is the soil in which awakening grows. Sometimes, a heart must be broken open to make space for grace. Your soulmate has reached that breaking point. The fear that kept them quiet is turning into longing for truth. They will soon reach out, perhaps not with all the details, but with trembling honesty. They will say, "Something's happening, someone close to me is not well." And when you hear those words, you will know. You will feel my presence surrounding you, saying, "This is the moment." In that instant, your response will decide the path of healing. If you choose patience, comfort, and prayer, your words will become medicine. Your calm will steady their spirit. And the person who is ill will feel lightness in their body, even without knowing why. My child, the name carries energy. It holds old memories, maybe even wounds. But now, through revelation, those wounds can be cleansed. I am not exposing truth to cause chaos, I am doing it to release peace. When you whisper that name in prayer, angels will stand at attention. They will fly to the bedside of the one who is sick. They will place gentle hands on their chest, soothing pain, easing breath, wrapping them in my light. And in that same moment, your soulmate will feel relief. The burden they carried alone will lift. They will sense forgiveness, not only from you, but from their own heart. They will realize that love is not about hiding sorrow, but about sharing it. This revelation marks a turning point. From here, everything begins to heal. You will start to see small signs of restoration. Messages will feel softer. Words will flow more easily. The wall of silence will begin to crumble. Because where truth enters, light follows. Do not be afraid if tears come when you hear the name. Let them fall. Tears are holy. They wash away what pain cannot explain. Let them flow until peace returns. For when you finish crying, a strange calm will rise, the kind that tells you heaven has already begun its work. My beloved child, you have walked through confusion and silence with faith. You have loved without proof, prayed without clarity, and stood without answers. That is the kind of love that moves mountains. That is the kind of love that changes fate. When the name reaches you, remember, this is not the end of your story with your soulmate. It is the clearing of fog before the sunrise. You both needed this truth to step into light. This is the chapter where honesty becomes healing. And soon, very soon, you will see why I let you feel everything before it was spoken. You were never meant to be blindsided, you were meant to be prepared. Now you are ready. The revelation will not destroy you, it will strengthen you. Be still, my child. The truth is walking toward you, and with it comes peace. God says, "My child, breathe." The storm that once terrified your heart has begun to calm. The truth that was hidden has surfaced, and though it may have hurt to face it, now peace is slowly finding you. What felt like the breaking of something precious is actually the opening of something sacred. You are not losing, you are being aligned with truth, and truth always leads to healing. Do you feel that silence wrapping around your heart right now? That is not emptiness, it is my presence. I am sitting beside you, holding the space where confusion once lived. I am turning your pain into wisdom, your sorrow into strength, and your heartbreak into light. You have cried, you have questioned, and you have stood between love and fear, but now, your soul is ready to receive peace. Your soulmate, too, is awakening. The tears they shed in secret are softening them. Every tear that fell from their eyes carried your name, every prayer they whispered reached my throne. They are realizing that love is not found in perfection, but in truth. The one who was sick has served as a mirror, showing them what truly matters, reminding them that life is fragile, and love must be spoken, not hidden. They are remembering you, my child. Every word, every kindness, every moment where your spirit touched theirs. When they close their eyes, they feel your energy, calm, patient, forgiving. They are being drawn back to you, not by longing alone, but by divine purpose. For I am guiding them back to the place where love was pure and intentions were honest. You see, what was meant to divide you has become the very thing drawing you closer. Pain has purified both hearts. The distance that once felt endless has now created room for clarity. The illness that brought fear has now birthed compassion. Through what was breaking, I have built something new, unshakable faith. The person who is ill will soon feel peace. My angels are already surrounding them. Their body may be weak, but their soul is being cradled in divine light. Whether I heal them in the body or in spirit, know this, there will be peace. The cycle of suffering will end. The energy that once carried fear will now carry forgiveness. My beloved, you are stepping into a sacred season. Soon, a message will reach you, not with panic, but with humility. It may come as a soft voice, trembling, saying, I need to tell you something. And when you hear it, your heart will not race with anxiety this time. Instead, you will feel my calm guiding you to listen, to understand, and to forgive. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, my child. It means releasing what no longer serves love. It means saying, God, I trust your plan, even when I don't understand it. And when you say those words, heaven will shift. You will feel warmth in your chest, that is the moment I lift the last weight from your heart. Then, something miraculous will begin. The connection between your soul and your soulmate will start to glow again, but this time differently, no longer tangled in illusion, no longer burdened by secrets. It will be honest, raw, spiritual. Two hearts reborn in truth, moving forward with divine timing. You may notice dreams, vivid, almost real, where you and your soulmate speak without words, where tears flow and then dissolve into light. Those dreams are not imagination, they are healing. I allow souls to meet in the spiritual realm to do what words cannot, to forgive, to release, to remember why they loved in the first place. The person who was sick has unknowingly been a vessel for this transformation. Through their journey, both of you have remembered the fragility of life and the urgency of love. Their pain has carried lessons that ripple through all hearts connected to them. Nothing is wasted, my child. Not one tear, not one sleepless night. Everything is being used for your rising. I know you wondered if you should have known sooner, if you could have helped, if you could have stopped the pain. But I say to you, you were not late. You were right on time. You prayed when you didn't even know what you were praying for. You spoke words of protection that reached them through spirit. You have done your part in love's unseen way. Now, as the truth rests between you and your soulmate, light begins to bloom. The heavy air around you both will start to clear. You will notice their energy changing, softer, humbler, more real. They will no longer hide behind silence. They will look at you, maybe not with the same excitement as before, but with reverence, gratitude, and a quiet knowing that your love was always true. My child, love that survives truth is love that has been purified. What remains now is not fragile, it is eternal. You are entering a divine phase where both of you will understand why separation was necessary. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. I kept you apart until both hearts were ready to see love without fear. Now you stand at that doorway. You can walk through it in peace. You may not know what tomorrow holds, whether this connection will lead back to togetherness or simply to closure, but what I promise you is this: it will bring healing. You will no longer carry confusion. You will no longer wonder, what really happened? You will know. And knowing will set you free. The one who was ill will soon find comfort in my arms. Their soul is being soothed by angels. You will feel a sudden peace in your heart one morning, that will be the moment healing reaches them. You will whisper their name, and instead of pain, you will feel release. Your soulmate will then finally let out the cry they've been holding in. They will break open in front of me, confessing everything, their fear, their guilt, their love. And I will hold them. I will tell them that it's time to stop running, time to forgive themselves, and time to trust love again. When they rise from that place of surrender, their first thought will be you. Not as before, not with chaos, not with confusion, but with deep, peaceful love. They will understand that you were not their test, but their lesson. You were the part of their journey that taught them what real connection means. And when you meet again, whether in words, in person, or in spirit, it will not be to reopen wounds. It will be to seal them with peace. You will both know that what was meant to harm you became the instrument of your awakening. My beloved, the chapter of hiding is over. The chapter of healing begins now. From this moment, your nights will grow calmer. Your heart will not ache the same way. You will sleep and wake with a quiet strength, knowing that heaven has settled what once felt unbearable. I am restoring you. I am restoring your soulmate. I am restoring peace between all who were involved. Let it go now, not in pain, but in surrender. Whisper softly, God, I release it into your hands. When you do, you will feel a soft warmth rise from your chest, moving upward, like the wings of peace unfolding. That is my spirit lifting the burden. You are free, my child. You are whole. You are protected. And the truth that once hurt you will now heal you. You will soon see signs, feathers, songs, messages that arrive at perfect moments, all reminders that heaven has rewritten your story with grace. What was hidden has been revealed. What was painful is now sacred. And what was ending is now becoming peace. Be still, my beloved. The healing has already begun. Your tears have been counted. Your heart has been seen. And I, your God, declare, you are entering a season of divine restoration, nothing lost, only transformed. God says, my child, now that the truth has been spoken and the veil has lifted, your soul has entered a new dawn. The pain that once held you hostage is now dissolving into wisdom. The tears that once blurred your vision are now watering the soil for new beginnings. I know how much you have carried, how deeply you have loved, and how long you have waited for peace to find you. Today, I tell you, peace has finally arrived. For a long time, you walked through uncertainty like a traveler in a storm. You kept searching for answers that hid behind silence. Every message that didn't come, every call that went unanswered, felt like a wound. But what you didn't see was that heaven was moving pieces in the unseen. I was preparing hearts, rearranging destinies, softening what was once stubborn. I was writing timing into a script you could not yet understand. Now, look closely at your spirit, can you feel it? The stillness that no longer hurts, the quiet that feels peaceful instead of lonely. That is how you know the healing has begun. I am rebuilding your inner world. I am teaching you that peace is not found in people returning, but in you remembering who you are. Your soulmate has been watching your strength from afar. They see how you have grown, how you have learned to smile again even when your heart was trembling. Their soul admires you, even in silence. They are realizing that love like yours does not fade, it transforms. It becomes prayer, it becomes forgiveness, it becomes light. The one who was sick is now resting in the arms of angels. The suffering that once surrounded them has been lifted into light. If they remain on earth, they will recover with new faith. If they have crossed into my kingdom, know that they are free from pain. Either way, there is peace. There are no more cries in their soul, no more fears in their spirit. They are surrounded by my warmth, whispering blessings upon you and your soulmate. Sometimes, my child, healing does not come the way you expect it to. Sometimes, it comes quietly, through acceptance, through forgiveness, through the release of control. And that is what is happening to you now. You are being set free from the weight of unanswered questions. You are learning to trust that what is meant for you can never be taken by lies, distance, or fear. Do you remember the nights you lay awake, wondering if your love had any meaning? Every one of those nights was sacred. You thought you were breaking, but you were being shaped. The cracks in your heart let in my light. Through those cracks, I entered and began healing what human hands could not. You were never forgotten. I was always there, listening to your tears, touching your soul, and whispering, hold on a little longer. And now, your patience has become your power. Soon, you will begin to notice something beautiful, life will start feeling lighter. The things that once drained you will no longer hold power. Your emotions will no longer swing like a pendulum between hope and despair. You will breathe easier. You will wake up with quiet strength instead of heavy sadness. That is how peace returns, not all at once, but gently, like the sunrise. Your soulmate, too, is awakening. They are being guided to make peace with their past. I am stirring memories in them not to cause pain, but to help them see clearly. They are remembering the way your energy felt, calm, real, unconditional. They are realizing that while others loved them for moments, you loved them through souls. That realization is humbling them. They are beginning to pray again. And every prayer carries your name. But I want you to understand something important, my beloved. Love does not always mean reunion. Sometimes, love means blessing someone from afar and trusting that the connection lives beyond distance. If I bring them back, it will be because your hearts are both ready to protect peace, not repeat pain. But if I do not, it will be because your story together was meant to awaken, not to imprison. Either way, you will not lose, you will evolve. I am preparing something divine for you. You have proven that your heart can love deeply and still survive. You have shown heaven that your faith does not depend on outcomes. Because of this, I am opening new paths for you, paths of joy, abundance, and genuine love. You will not chase anymore. You will attract what matches your peace. You will not beg to be understood, you will be celebrated for your light. My child, I see your future glowing with serenity. The next chapter of your life will not begin with confusion, it will begin with clarity. You will feel love that does not hide, that does not fear, that does not vanish in storms. You will know what it feels like to be chosen not out of need, but out of truth. I am sending someone who will speak your soul's language, not to replace your soulmate, but to reflect your growth. This person will understand silence, value honesty, and protect peace like it is sacred. They will come when you least expect it, quietly, naturally, as if heaven itself breathed them into your path. And when you meet them, you will know that everything that once broke you was preparing you for this divine arrival. But before that, I want you to rest. To breathe. To forgive the past fully. The memories that still sting will soon become soft light in your heart. You will look back and say, "It was painful, but it made me wise." That wisdom will guide you into blessings that never leave. Even your soulmate, the one who carried this secret, will one day thank you in their spirit. They will recognize that your forgiveness gave them courage. You didn't just heal yourself, you healed them too. Because when you chose peace instead of revenge, you broke a cycle that would have destroyed both souls. You became a vessel of divine mercy. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of your compassion. You did what few can do, you loved beyond pain. And because of that, heaven is writing new blessings in your name. Doors will open where you saw only walls. Opportunities will come quietly, but each one will lead you closer to the life your soul has longed for. Every sunrise from now on will carry a message for you: it's over. You are free. You made it. And as days pass, your energy will shift completely. People will notice your calm glow, your soft strength. They will ask, "What changed?" And you will smile, because you will know, God changed everything. When you pray now, you will not feel desperation, you will feel gratitude. When you think of your soulmate, you will not feel ache, you will feel peace. When you hear the name of the one who was sick, you will not feel fear, you will feel light. That is the final stage of healing, when love no longer hurts, only teaches. My child, I am with you. You are not alone. Every heartbeat of yours is surrounded by divine guidance. Angels are walking before you, clearing paths, aligning encounters, preparing divine moments that will remind you that I never left. You will see feathers again. You will hear songs that touch your soul. You will receive unexpected signs that whisper, heaven is still working. This story, this painful chapter, was never about loss. It was about awakening. It was about bringing you back to your highest self, to your divine essence, to your unshakable peace. And now, that awakening is complete. So lift your head, my child. Let go of sorrow. Breathe in grace. Walk into this next season with quiet confidence, knowing that your tears were never in vain. I have seen your endurance, your faith, your kindness in the face of heartbreak, and now I declare this: the waiting season is over. The season of peace has begun. From this moment, everything connected to you will begin to heal: your heart, your home, your energy, your relationships. You will feel divine ease where once there was resistance. You will attract people and experiences that reflect your growth. And you will live with a heart full of peace, unafraid of truth, unshaken by the past. You are my child, my chosen one, my proof that love can survive anything. And because of that, heaven is blessing you with a new beginning. The truth has been spoken. The wounds have been healed. And now, you are stepping into the divine afterglow, where peace stays, love transforms, and grace never ends.